Hey guys, and welcome to episode 20 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I'm Eman.
And yeah. Is it episode 20?
It's episode 20.
Oh, I had no idea. I should probably start because we literally just got done watching it for the lighting.
Yeah.
And it just said the number.
Episode number.
Yeah,
which was 19.
It was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
obviously, because this is 20 now.
Well, I didn't know. So it's been a while since we've done break time again.
It's been a while.
Break. No, I'm gonna be on a consistent schedule now.
Are you?
I promise.
You should make a compilation of every time you said that in the fucking podcast.
I've only said it I've only said it like 19 episodes out of all of them that we've done.
Well, 20 now. About 20 episodes.
Shit. Well, I didn't say it in the first one. Okay. No. So yeah, I'm gonna because I was telling Eman, I just, like all people, I got a lot of stuff going on, and it's very easy to get discouraged or to kind of go like, I don't need to do that, or I'm just not feeling up to do that. So I just need to essentially just quit being a bitch and make myself do those, especially because even the vlog I haven't been keeping up with, and it's just, I don't know. What's happened recently is that adulting has kicked in.
Yeah. And
adulting for me has kicked in.
You want a multivitamin? You sure?
It's gonna make me shit.
It's a multivitamin.
Does it make me shit?
No. Not a laxative.
Am I gonna shit?
Dude, come on.
Give me it. Do I chew it or do I just swallow it? Swallow it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need water or?
I mean, if you can swallow it straight up, be my guest. I just forgot to take mine today.
Alrighty. So we're starting off right with a multivitamin.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna shit? No, I'm kidding. So then adulting has kind of set in. Been really stressed, a lot of stuff with work, and now, like I was telling Eman, me and Serena are in the process of getting a car right now. And in case for some reason you don't know who Serena is, it's my girlfriend of 5 years, going on 6. But we're in the process of getting a car now, and now I'm thinking about the car payment, the down payment, the insurance I gotta do monthly on top of the cell phone bill and just the other expenses we're gonna have. And then we're working on moving out and stuff. So it's a lot of adulting, and it's very easy. And man, and you know what? This is gonna go into a further conversation because I was really struggling with this, and I had to sit down and I had to think about it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember when we were younger and we're like, man, it sucks. Like, people just like go to work and then go home and don't do anything. Like, that's so boring.
Yeah.
What do they do with their life? I've become that recently.
Me too, man.
Yeah, Jesus and that's all I've been doing. And it's hard to, it's easy to say, hey, I'm not going to grow up and be like that. Yeah. But then when you get there and you have a certain amount of responsibility, and I don't know about you, but for me, I'm in a position where I have a certain amount of adult responsibility, but I do still live at home, mm-hmm. So I'm still seen as a kid in some aspects.
Yeah.
So it's really weird that like you're in that weird way of trying to be an adult, but not fully able to be an adult just yet.
Yeah, man. And when you do that, like go to work and then go home and just chill out the rest of the day, it's not because you're just a boring person. It just becomes like your life is really, really busy, and you going home and being able to sit on the couch for an hour or two becomes your escapism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So it's something you look forward to.
Yeah, no,
like,
and
dude, I'll be at fucking work, and I'll be like, damn, I had a crazy ass day today, man. I can't wait to get home and warm up my pizza leftovers and watch my Twilight Zone and call it a day.
No, I'm the same way. I've been doing this,
and no one better fuck with me. Like no one better.
I've been doing this thing where like I'll go home in the evening, and I'm just like time to, because I started playing Skyrim again recently. Like so I'll go play
this fucking sentence going.
I'll go play a video game or something. Because and it's not like I go play a video game for hours and hours. I'm like, oh, I'll go play Skyrim for like an hour, 2 hours. Because like you said, like that is my thing. I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes, like I was mentioning it to you before we started, there have been nights where I'm like, man, tonight I'll call him on, see if he wants to podcast, and something will happen. Me and Serena will get stressed, or we'll argue about something pertaining to finances or just adult shit, and we'll start arguing, and then it becomes very easy to go, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm down now. I'm not.
Fuck that, dude. That's when you want to podcast.
I know.
My worst days is when I want to podcast the most. Not that I want to just vent and tell my business on the podcast, but it's like I'm feeling shit, man.
See, that's
energy.
I get it. That's energy, but for me, like every time I think about that, it's not like, man, I don't want to podcast. It's like I wasn't in a position where I was going to come and say anything constructive. I was just going to come and vent.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want content to be that, like just me complaining.
What's happening right now?
Well, yeah. Well, because I firmly believe that, and Serena hates when I say this, but I firmly believe that if you have a problem and you bring up your problem and you have no solution to the problem, you're just complaining.
Yeah.
Like I hate complaining. Like, find a solution. Like, come up and say, like, constructive criticism is constructive because you're like, hey, this is what I think. Here's how you could potentially fix it.
Yeah.
Complaining is I'm mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I got a feeling I know why Serena gets mad when you tell her that.
Yeah.
It's this thing that women have where I'm guessing she's venting to you and you're like, oh, baby, come on. If you don't want to change it, if you're not going to fix it,
exactly.
Stop venting.
That's the exact thing.
You can't do that, man.
That's the exact thing that happens. She goes, yeah, this and that. And I'm like, why don't you try this? She goes, I can't because of this. Yeah. And she's like, and I'm like,
give you every reason as to why her situation has to stay like that, right?
Yeah, like she's like, my life sucks because of A, B, and C. I'm like, why don't you turn A into this and B into Z? And then she goes, no, because of this. And I'm like, well, what do you do? She's like, well, I can't do anything. And I'm like, well, why are you just sitting here complaining about it? Listen, and I'll say that. I'll say, why are you sitting here complaining about it? And she goes, Alex, I'm not complaining. I'm just venting to you. God.
It's very therapeutic, though. But listen, man, I
can't do that. I can't do that. But while you're saying that, I'm going to check the camera angle. Go ahead.
In like dating, in my past relationships, I've become very, very observant over the years. And I observe the behavior of children and the behavior of grown women, right? And even some fucking dudes. And the dichotomy between a woman and a man in a relationship in particular is very much like a father and a daughter. Whereas a father, when a daughter comes home, right?
Yeah.
Like when Bella was young, your little sister, when she was young and she had a shitty day at school, probably even now, she has a shit day at school or wherever.
Oh no, she hates my parents now.
Well, when she was that age.
Yeah.
She had a shitty day at school. What did she do? She came home. She didn't sit down and philosophically think, today was tough. Let's see why it was tough and what I could do to make it better. No, she's gonna go and sit on daddy's lap and vent and offer no solution. And just the act of venting and getting out what happened and putting people on her team who can vouch for her and positive reinforcement, that's enough.
I guess that's where I'm different because I don't know about you, but I'm very much the type of person where if I'm upset or I'm in a funk, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah. I'm not going to reach out to anyone. I'm not going to go on
male.
social media. Is that just a male thing?
It's
because
a fucking male
to me,
thing.
I'm like, I'm just going to house it internally and not deal with it, but I'm going to figure it out. Like, I'm going to either deal with it or I'm going to bury it in the deepest reaches of my soul.
Yeah.
And then one day when I'm having a terrible day and I get a flat tire at the worst moment, I'm just going to cry on the side of the road. I know. Like men do.
Fucking bottle that shit up, right? But listen.
Go ahead.
When a woman or when a man is acting in a way that is more befitting of a woman, what do other men call him? Like in the locker room, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
And what is this is very controversial, kind of fucked up. But what is a bitch?
A woman.
It's sort of a derogatory way to refer to a woman.
Yeah.
So a man is being womanly by a man venting and laying all his frustrations.
Yeah, you're saying it's effeminate, and you're kind of
being effeminate. You're being a bitch.
You're kind of demasculating yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not what men do. Demasculating.
I guess
emasculating.
One of the
fantasizing.
One of the anti-masculating.
Exactly. You're taking away your masculinity. So yeah. But the thing is, right? So I totally when a female's yawning or when a female's venting, I just take it on the chin. I feel you. But as you're supposed to. But the thing is, like at a certain point, it becomes really bad for the psyche to listen to fucking problems all day.
Exactly. Because in my head, me and Serena, when you're in a relationship for so long, it kind of becomes like, hey, it's not your problem. It's not my problem. It's kind of like our problem. Like we need to deal with it. So when I'm dealing with 5 of our other problems that are really big, and then she wants to vent about her other issues, I'm fine with that. I can totally take that. But when it's like constantly, and I've told her this exactly what you just said. I said because we'll argue about it, and she's like, "What?" Because I'll say like, "Why are you complaining?" And then she's like, "I'm not complaining. Why are you being like whatever?" Right?
Yeah.
And we'll kind of go back and forth, and then I'll tell her straight out. Like I'll be like, "You know what? I'm sorry. I yelled at you. Oh, I'm sorry. We're fighting. I get it that you want to vent, that you're frustrated, but honestly, like." It's just a lot of negativity. Right. And in general, I don't want to deal with negativity personally, but I'm already dealing with negativity from so many other things, or just myself feeling negative because I'm worried about this, I'm worried about money, I'm not making enough money, or I'm worried about this and that. And then, that happens, and, like you said, there's a breaking point where, and me, like I said, like I've told her straight out, I'm like, hey, I've kind of reached the point where there's just too much negativity.
It's negativity from all angles. There's nothing.
Exactly. There's nothing good. Yeah. And so, but to kind of bring that into what I was originally saying about adulting is like, that's what's been happening lately. And, you know, like you said, we just went into a whole rant about talking and dealing with issues, and specifically with women in this case. But it's very easy to go down that rabbit hole of almost like the mundane, because like we just said at the beginning, like when we were younger, it was like, man, I'm not going to be like that. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then you grow up, and like now, like, you have to get yourself to do things. You have to force yourself to an extent.
Yeah.
Because you love doing those things. It's just you need to force yourself to make time to do those things that you love doing. Yeah. Because now, like you said, I know you're saying like you were in it too. Like, it's just a cycle of wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep.
It's just a rut.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Rut. Mind you, man, I've been listening to a lot of, well, not anymore, but back in the day, I used to listen to a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's talking about the power of patience. And he's talking about how he has all these 20-year-old clients and employees who are saying they're really not happy with life. Even like all the way up to like 30, he was saying this about them. He was saying how they're really not happy with life, how they feel they're not making a difference, how they're not where they thought they'd see themselves when they were younger. Yeah. And he was saying, motherfucker, you're only 20-something. You're still a kid. You don't even understand how much life you have left to live. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be the same next year. I fucking guarantee it. Yeah. And in my experience, dude, I'm pretty sure yours too, no year has been the same. Every year is like drastically different.
Let me put it to you this way. And you know what? It's really interesting to think about it, because if you go back, listen to, I know we've been kind of on and off with the podcast, and I'm going to change that. I have to say going to, because I'm not going to say try. I'm going to. Because that's the biggest thing. You have to do it and not just say you're gonna try to do it. But I'm gonna do that. But if you go listen to the very first break time, like episodes 1 and 2, we talk about our job, like that we're sales reps, and that was like did we start at the beginning of this year, or was it last year?
It was,
because I want to say we were pretty consistent for a few weeks. So
like March we started.
March, okay.
March or February.
So but just think back a few months. If you go listen to episode 1, of break time, me and Eman talk about how we're both sales reps, we love it, and then episode 3 and 4 we're like, man, this sucks. And like you were leaving the company and you were gonna go find another job, and I was like,
I've gone through 2 jobs since
and I was like, you know, I'm gonna stick it out, I'm gonna try to see what I can do.
You're still going strong.
And now there's some paychecks where I'm making pretty good money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like I am like if I was making this money when me and you were doing it together, you would have never left. Like, you would have stayed. I would have never left. But
I maybe still would have left, honestly.
Really? I mean,
I just don't like selling, but that's a whole nother thing. I just didn't like it.
I mean, I don't sell I don't sell per se. Like, I'm a salesperson, I'm a sales rep. Yeah. But I don't go up and go, well, you know, if you finance for this amount, we can get your APR here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that, but I'm also not like, oh, this is the best and this is why this is so high. I go into houses and I'm just the middleman for the company, and I just say, this is what these things cost. Do you want to do it? Yes or no? Okay. That's personally how I do it. Like, I'll talk.
I've seen you do it, man. You're really good.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk up the systems and I'll just throw out pricing. But I tell people that, like, I did it this evening. I walked into a home and I said, hey guys, y'all gave me a call. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not going to sit here for an hour or 2 hours and give you a big sales pitch. And I pulled out the pamphlets. I'm like, this is what we have. The price is right there. This is what we're going to do. This is how we compare. You let me know if you want to do it. And they went, yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
Like, but so for me,
the product speaks for itself.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, like, if I was selling, like, I'm not a salesperson in the sense that, like, a salesperson is someone who can sell anything. Yeah. You know, like, if you gave me a shit product and said, hey, sell this, I'm not going to sell it. Yeah. Like, I mean, honestly, like, I'll go in and, you know, I know what's good. I know what's not as good for specific situations. And I won't sell you the most expensive thing. I'll say, hey, your house needs this. This is what it costs. Yeah. Even though I can easily play up and try to sell them the most expensive thing, I'm not going to sell them the most expensive thing if what they need is this thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's just me. There are other sales reps in other companies and just in other lines of work where they're going to sell the most because they want to make the commission. And I mean, I would rather make commission selling like 5 like cheaper things that are what people need.
Yeah.
And make the same amount of money as the guy who slept all week, worked really hard on one sale to sell the most expensive thing to make the same paycheck. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, that's just me though.
Yeah. My thing was like, there's no blend between work and life. I'm sorry, there's no separation in my opinion. It bleeds into your everyday life.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no boundary.
No, I understand that.
I hate it.
I understand that completely. And it's we talked about this in one of the podcasts about the difference between what people think is hustle and what hustle is.
Yeah.
We talked about it at one point.
Yeah.
But so being a sales rep, at least for what we do, is a lot of hustle in the sense that, like this Saturday, me and Serena went to my grandma's home because we're planning on moving out soon. My grandma was giving away some furniture that she had, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to come look at anything? See if you want it." And I was like, "Sure, we'll go take a look at it."
Yeah.
So we went there. We went and had lunch with her. We ate there and all that.
Yeah.
But but on our way to get there, we're at Dairy Queen ordering our food because me and Serena were craving Dairy Queen.
Right.
So we're ordering our food, and me and Serena are talking, having a good time, and being all lovey-dovey and kissy-kissy.
Yeah.
And then my phone rings. And I immediately go, "Hello, this is Alex Chavez with whatever." And then he goes, "Oh yeah, this is so-and-so, and I wanted to ask you more questions about the product." And I'm on my Saturday with my girlfriend going to eat lunch, picking up my lunch, and I kind of had to separate myself and go like, "Oh hey, I need to talk to you." Like, like you said, there's no like, "Oh hey, it's Friday, 5:00, I'm done until Monday." Like it's like you're still going, and like I'll get texts from customers like one of the deals that I closed a while back, like maybe a week ago. She messaged us on our Facebook page at like midnight, and I don't know why. I was up playing video games, and I answered her immediately, and we went back and forth for a little bit, and then we got that deal done. Yeah. But that's why I'm just saying, like, it's like you're saying, there is no boundary. It's kind of like you're always on, because
when you're a salesman, you're a salesman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's maybe this is a product of me growing up in suburbia and actually having my parents doing a good job of exposing me to a lifestyle that money can buy or that money can bring. You know what I'm saying? Where I don't have to avidly seek a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So I just enjoy where I can go in at 5:00 and know at 5:00 I can be done and shut that part. Just shut that part of life off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I'm not the employee anymore.
Sorry, smack the mic.
I'm just Eman.
Yeah.
Like, because my thing was, the reason that I enjoyed BJ so much, even though it was probably the shittiest job you could have at that restaurant, just standing in front of a screen making drinks, it's because the only objective there, you're not building rapport with customers, you're not riding around looking for...
it's just point A, point B.
Point A, point B, get your paycheck, take your ass home, don't even think about it.
Yeah,
which is what I needed, which is what I enjoyed, because it allowed me the perfect opportunity to just focus on, like, stocks. You know what I'm saying? Which is my main goal. Whereas as when I was doing the sales, I felt like I always had to be on, at least to a degree, to be ready for that phone call. Because you never know what's coming. Where
like I'm at the store. Yeah, no, there have been times where like I've, like you said, like you never know what's coming or if someone's gonna call you.
Yeah.
Like I've been like I'll, sometimes I don't have to sell super early, so I'll wake up at like 9:00, but I'll wake up at 9:00, or I've been woken up to my phone ringing.
Yeah.
And I have to go from to hello, this is Alex Chavez with so and so. How can I help you today? Like it's
you gotta be on.
Yeah, it's just something you have to do. And then there have been times. There was a time where I was taking a number 2.
Yeah.
And someone called me.
Wow,
and
really?
Yeah, and I had to like I know if you're listening you can't see it, but the video will reflect it. But I was like holding the phone on my ear, and I had my hand kind of like covering my mouth, like that, so they couldn't hear the echo of the bathroom. Wow, so because you know how you can tell when someo's talking to you in the bathroom.
You really can.
You can hear the echo because the floors and stuff, and the tubs and stuff. But I was doing that, so they couldn't hear that I was in the bathroom. But I sold it on the toilet. But
good shit, man.
But the point, literally, the point is that like to an extent you're always on, and then like after work, like Serena will get off work, I'll pick her up, and I'll go sell for a little bit with her, and we'll kind of talk while I'm driving around and talking to people. And like yesterday after work, we went to go eat. And I still had my work shirt on. Yeah. And people just kind of look at me, or they'll look at my work shirt, and my first thought is like, oh, I like have to be ready in case they like ask me, or I'm like, oh, I can't curse, I can't say the wrong thing because I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've been in a store and people look at me, and I think it's only happened one time to me. Where I was like in a Walmart and someone like, hey, y'all do water softeners? Hey, I got a water softener and this and that. And they'll ask me a question and I'll answer it. But like, I'm always like, if I'm in a work shirt and someone looks at me, I'm always ready for them, like as if they're going to come up to me and ask me. Like, so like you said, and then not only that, like even if I'm out of the work shirt, to an extent, I'm still on.
Yeah.
Because when you're a salesperson, it's not show up, put on a uniform, and flip patties, or show up and move boxes,
right?
What have you. It is your job is to be a personality.
Yeah,
like that is your job. Yeah. It's almost not exactly comparable, but it's very similar to like being almost like an actor, or like a radio host or something, where the product that you offer isn't a product. It is you.
Exactly.
You know, you're selling yourself, and through you're vicariously selling your product.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's. And then with me, like I do the champion stuff, and I meet a lot of people, and I know a lot of people, and even then I have to be a personality doing the charity stuff, because you know I meet a lot of people and I see a lot of people, and sometimes like when I'm out, like I'll be messing around with Serena, or I'll make a dirty joke or something in public, and then I'll kind of remember, I'm like, God, I can't do that. Yeah. Like I'm like, hey, maybe we should stop doing that. Maybe I should stop jacking around, because I'm like, I don't know who's around me. I don't know if I'm going to turn the corner and see, because I've been in public before and I've ran into someone I've worked with. Yeah. With the charity stuff. So.
Yeah, man, and like I've been told the big appeal of selling. We kind of make it sound like it's this terrible thing, but the big appeal of selling is your paycheck is a reflection of your hard work.
Oh yeah.
It's a direct reflection of the amount of work you put in, right? But
or how good you are at it. Like,
exactly.
Some people don't work and they can make a killing because they're just
they're and
good
that's
at
what people try to sell me on. Even at Best Buy, we have this program called Vivint. Vivint is, I'm sure you've heard of it, being a sales door to door. We've run into the guys a few times. They also do door to door.
Vivint, they're the ones who do the
security systems,
the doorbell,
security systems, all that.
The doorbell, yeah. Should I cut that out when you mention your job, or
Best Buy?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You let me know after.
Yeah,
if not,
I'm not bad marketing. I love Best Buy.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, but so Vivint is a company that does door to door, but they have a partnership with Best Buy where they have a display in Best Buy and they have reps in Best Buy who will sell to the customers in Best Buy. And they're telling me that they kind of make their own schedule. When they make a sale, it's a lot of money, so they're getting paid a good amount with one sale. And he was saying how if you do the door to door side of it, you can wake up at like what he was saying. He wakes up at 10 o'clock, man. I might go to the gym about 4 o'clock. Go out there, be selling to maybe 7:30. Call it a day, man. Make my sell and say I'm good for the next 2-3 days. And you make a lot of money doing that.
I just hate that they sell it in.
They're selling a dream.
Well, yeah, they're selling it like, hey, man, you gotta do the minimal amount of work.
Yeah,
and
right.
If it is, I mean, right. I think it's, to me that's insane, because I'll be honest, when I got into the selling thing, I was like, oh wow, I just don't have to work a whole lot and I can just sell and all that. Now I'm kind of at the point where I can sometimes do that. Like I can wake up late, maybe waste a little more of my day and then go sell.
Yeah.
Like what they're selling is essentially laziness. Like they're like, hey, don't work hard.
You just bullshit, man.
Yeah, but that's not like because for a while I was like, man, I don't have to leave the house till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and then I'll go sell and I'll be good. And I did that for a while, and then I just wasn't making any money. And then, but then I would get up, and now I get up at like 8. Like I said, I'll sleep in a little bit, but for me now, sleeping in is like 9 o'clock. But like I'll be out of the house by like 9:30.
Yeah.
And then then I go out and sell for like that morning to mid morning afternoon, and then I'll sell till it's dark.
Yeah.
And I'll go out because I'll go to the office. I'll talk to people on the phone.
Yeah,
I'll go try to knock some doors. Yeah, and but you do it earlier, and then you cover all your bases. You can talk to as many people as you want. And man, to me the thing is
get out what you put in.
Yeah, but to me it's like, even if you were to have, even if that dream was obtainable, like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at 10, bullshit, and then go work at 4 o'clock to 7, so 4, 5, 6, a 3 hour shift, like, and like, oh, I have enough money and I'm good for the next 2 days. Why wouldn't you just want to sell every day?
Exactly.
And it'd be good for like the next 2 weeks at some point if you need to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's always kind of the crazy.
I mean, they advertise it as you can chase the bare minimum and still get by, which is something that doesn't appeal to me. But I don't know. It's every man for themselves. But I think what I was saying was that so you can work those comfortable, easy hours, adjust your own schedule, and make a lot of money for doing bare minimum anything. And like with a conventional job like I have, where Best Buy, for example, they just scheduled me 2 days ago where I worked from 11 a.m. to midnight, right? Mm-hmm. Which is not common, but you get those long hours every now and again.
Yeah.
And so even though I was working all day, 12 hours, it was like I was still happier than when I was doing sales, because I know that when I'm off at midnight,
you're off.
I am fucking off at midnight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do not want work to bleed into my personal life at fucking all. Yeah. At all.
And you know, I guess it's different people.
You gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself.
Different things. Like me personally, like I'm good at being a personality. I can talk to people and stuff, and I know I can sell my personality a certain way. Mm-hmm. But I can do that with business. I do that with a nonprofit. I do that just when I'm talking to people or, you know, hanging out with friends and stuff. I'm good at entertaining. Me and you went to school together. We were the class clowns.
Right.
We were always good at that. I was always real good at just being on and making jokes, and I'm quick on my feet. And if I need to be, I will be. Mm-hmm. And that's why. The sales thing appeals to me. And because now I'm a little more involved because my dad's company, so slowly I'm getting more and more involved in stuff. Like now, like Dad's doing like some of the advertisers and this other stuff that we have going on that me and Serena are running the meetings for.
Yeah.
So like we're meeting with these people and talking to them and doing all that.
I feel like gonna switch lanes here.
No, go ahead.
I feel like if the camera can see it, we should maybe address what the fuck is on the TV screen. I was thinking about it and I was like, if I was watching this, I would definitely want somebody to break that down for me.
Oh, it's on the TV screen? If we can't, I believe we can see it on the camera.
I hope we can see it.
Let me check right now, but do you want to kind of talk about that?
Yeah, check it out. Well, tell me if you can see it first. I don't want to explain.
Well, I mean, either way, I'll pull it up on the screen. We can kind of see it, yeah.
Kind of see it? Where's it cut off at?
Yeah. No, we can see it. It's just a little bright.
Okay. All right, what's on the screen is...
Yeah, and I'll note to the editor, which is me later, when you get Wi-Fi, send that to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can kind of flash it on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway.
So what is on the screen is a selfie that I took in the early 9th grade or late 8th grade of me after doing a few push-ups and thinking I was the shit. Skinny jeans hanging low, boxers sitting high.
With that shit phone?
With the shit phone. I still have that necklace. I wear it sometimes.
Damn.
It like strangles me now. Yeah, man.
Dude, you said that was like early freshman year?
Early freshman year
or late 8th grade?
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, look at your underwear. Like, yeah. We'll pull up the image.
See, it's not on the video again. It's not that my underwear is high. That's my waist. It's kind of high. It's that my pants are low.
That your pants are low?
Yeah.
Dude, where's your... Because to me, it looks like you just have a long-ass torso. Yeah. It looks like it's super long. And you have no room for your junk. That's what it looks like to me.
I think it's hanging below my dick. My pants are hanging below my dick.
Really?
Yeah.
That's... Oh,
you
God.
Seen me naked? You seen me naked, huh?
Well, I don't think I've ever fully...
You've seen my dick, though.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't. I think you've seen
that
mine.
That one time in the bathroom where I turned around before I actually... pulled my pants up after I took a piss.
I might have forgot, or I might have tried to forget.
Repressed it.
Yeah.
Well, you see.
Yeah, I just.
And you know.
Eman, don't touch me. Oh, sorry, I was coming back. I'm kidding.
Yeah, man, you see my dick, and you know it's not in a weird place. I'm not no mutant.
Nah, because like
I think it's a little optical illusion going on.
Yeah, because
have you ever had loose fitting boxers like that?
I don't do boxers. I do briefs.
Okay, yeah, I used to. I stopped for this reason. They ride up easily.
Boxers?
Like, yeah, they ride up. So where they'll like be sitting, like they'll be at a normal spot when you first put them on.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
yeah. And throughout the day, they go up.
Yeah, they ride up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why I stopped wearing boxers too.
Exactly. That's what's happening there.
Oh, I got you.
And it's gonna be fucking. This might be the nastiest shit you ever heard. Those boxers are hand-me-downs from my brother when he was like in elementary school, dog.
Oh my god,
I don't have them anymore. I just wore these bitches till they fell apart. Hilarious, dude. Look at me, man.
Oh my god.
Look how long my fucking forearm is in comparison to my bicep.
Like a monkey.
Hey, man, it's racist.
I know. Damn it.
Look at that shit, dude. I look sick.
Just want the record to clarify. I didn't say he looked like a monkey because of his race. I said he looked like a monkey because in this photo, if you take into account where his like actual penis is,
yeah,
it looks like your arm is a lot lower.
It looks like my part-time job is swinging from trees. So I mean,
yeah,
I can't even blame you on that one. Jesus,
it's like Christ. You walk with your knuckles.
That is fucking crazy, man. I tie my shoes standing straight up with them long ass arms, bro.
Eman's went. Didn't even look down.
Oh man.
But
I feel like we should get into some topics, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I have so many of them.
We can, but just I mean, I think we're on a good roll right then. Okay. Just from, I mean, I guess the conversation about adulting and getting lost in that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, kind of like, I mean, I guess to bring that full circle so we can close this out and move on to the next thing. But to just kind of bring that, like I said, full circle is that, like, it's really easy to get lost in the shuffle of working and, I guess, hustle.
Yeah, man.
So it's hard to focus on I guess it's just hard to focus on
your vision, right?
Exactly.
Where you want to be. Let me say this, man.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of optimistic about the future because I know the work ethic I have, even though I don't see payoff, you know, the next day. I know that if I keep applying the work ethic I have, I will be where I want to be within the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about my future if I stay on this path. I don't know where I'm going to be up, but like I said, I'm excited about it. And you, man, like I can recall having these thoughts when I was young, dude. Like I'm really excited about, not excited, but curious as to how you're going to turn out. Because I know somebody like you, man. People, when they give up on their dreams, they end up in a conventional job they don't like, where they just settle. I don't see you being able to not function, but be happy in that lifestyle.
No, because like I said, I've been in a rut where I've been stuck in the adult stuff, and I talk straight about it. I've been having like this internal struggle.
Well, look, that's what I was saying, man.
No, go ahead.
So I know you're not going to end up in some standard run-of-the-mill blue-collar job. Even if you took over your dad's company, I feel like you're going to turn that company into a big fucking deal. So I'm kind of curious as to how you're going to end up, man, because I know wherever you're going to end up, it's not going to be conventional. It's not going to be boring. It's going to be really unorthodox, and it's going to be some cool shit.
Thank you.
No matter what you're doing, because it's just your personality.
Glad you believe in me.
I believe in you, man.
I don't believe in myself a lot right now.
Of course, who does, dude? What fucking 20-year-old really does believe in themselves?
Well, just like I was telling Serena, I'm like I was mentioning, I'm having like this internal struggle where it's hard to do everything that I want to do, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I'm in a band and we started playing again recently. Spencer's back in Corpus, but he's coming back down here every now and then, and we can still play, but it's just hard for me to make time to get that done. And then the podcast thing is another thing that I was having an issue with, but I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah.
And then my vlog thing is something that I started and I couldn't keep it up. And then obviously the champion stuff, and we're having to work out a bunch of kinks that we're doing right now, and then the business stuff. So there's like, you know, I want to do music, I want to do the champions charity work.
Yeah.
I want to be great at my job. I want to do the podcast. I want to do the vlog. I want to do all these things, and I'm just like, what is it when I use this a lot when I tell people, like in sales presentations, but God, what's
structure?
No, what's the saying? Jack of all trades,
but master of none.
But master, yeah, exactly. Jack of all trades, but master of none.
Yeah.
And I kind of like try to live by that.
Yeah.
Because like I can like those major 5 things.
Yeah.
And I can either do all 5 of those things and be okay at all of them and not be great at any of them, or I can pick 1 or 2 of those things and excel at those things.
Yeah.
And that's what's really hard. And I know some people are like, well, just do everything. And you can totally do everything. But right now, I don't have the resources to do everything completely.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if somehow this podcast generated money, then I can do anything else I wanted to do.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Because then I would this would be my job, and then I could do other shit. But as of right now, I have a real adult job, and it's hard to figure out exactly what I'm going to allot my time into. The champion stuff, I'm just already so far into.
Yeah.
That I allot time into. And, you know, the podcast, everything, I guess just something that I have to just do and see what exactly works out. I know for a fact that if but I feel very strongly that if I were to focus on the vlog and on the podcast, and I know we talked about it, form a channel where we have like a movie podcast and a music podcast, and just like do a podcast block thing, I think we could totally excel at that.
Definitely.
I think we could do so well. It's just that is such a huge amount of work, like to put in, you know, on top of everything.
That I want to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy how we force ourselves to, like you were doing, like you and I, we force ourselves to go to these fucking bullshit jobs that we hate, like when you're working at Whataburger. I was working at BJ's. And we see that as something that we have to do.
Yeah.
And we force ourselves to put in those hours that we absolutely hate, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we never do that when it's work that we actually enjoy, like the podcasting. I don't mind putting in 8 hours a day when it's solely focused on progressing this podcast.
Yeah,
because it's work that I genuinely enjoy.
Where do you find 8 hours a day? Like that's
I'm not saying 8, but
no,
just
but
more,
I'm saying like,
you know what I mean?
like you're saying, you get like what we're talking about with the sales thing. You get what you put into it.
Yeah,
and we can put in a lot with it, but it's just hard because at a point it becomes. And I was mentioning this to Serena too, like because you kind of have to pick something. When it's like the music or the podcast or the vlog or the champions or cosplay or this or whatever, because you know that at a point those hobbies are investments and you put money into those things.
Exactly.
Like you know, I mean, I've been putting it off because I've just been short on money just all the time. But like, we want to get more mics for this. I want to buy a laptop eventually so we can be editing a little better.
Look, man, like, you know, my thing is 10 years is a lot quicker than you think.
Yeah.
And if you don't take that leap and choose one area, or not even just choose one area, just put more time into areas where you do want to excel at. Yeah. They're just going to be hobbies for the rest of your fucking life.
That's true.
You're just going to stay stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not putting you put in what you put out, and we're not putting in much right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't mind putting in the man hours, because the reason you don't mind going to work at Whataburger for 8 hours a day is because you know the payoff is going to be a paycheck. The reason I wouldn't mind putting in a lot more time into this podcast is because I know the payoff is possibly the ability to do this for a living or part-time and just be lucrative in some way with this, which would make me extremely happy. You know what I mean? So just being able to see the future and just thinking ahead really allows patience. Yeah, man. So that's why dude, if I didn't think this way, I would definitely be in college. I wouldn't be doing stocks. Yeah, this is a serious philosophy I have, dude. No, like, you fucking know me. Yeah. I do something, right? I fucking enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I get really, really good at it. And then I'll just be done with it. Yeah. I'll walk away. And I can't go to college because if I invest all this money into one thing, I know for a fucking fact, because I know myself so well, that if I become CEO of the company that I get right through a degree that I earned, the second I'm not enjoying it, I'm not gonna fucking
give a shit.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna want to walk away, and if I can't walk away, I'm either gonna become a fucking raging alcoholic, a drug addict. I'm gonna jump off a building or some shit. Yeah. I'm just not gonna be happy.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So I can't go to this institution where it's gonna put me in one lane for the rest of my life. Yeah. Which is why I do stocks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stocks it gives you the ability to make money. I pretty much call it you can fund your hobbies through stocks. You know what I mean? That's why I go to stocks. If I didn't have that philosophy, dude, I'd be in college right now. Yeah. I'd probably have a part-time job. Yeah. Or not even be working. I just
live off loans and shit. I guess it's just figuring out what is going to make you happy. Yeah. And just doing it. And that's kind of like me and Serena had that recently with the car, where we're like, man, but if we do this right now, we're gonna have issues with this. You know, we need to make a little more money for this and that. And I kind of and I told her, I was like, yeah, but we're gonna be fine. Let's just do it. And she goes, what do you mean? Like, we're like it's a big thing. And I'm like, I know it's a big thing, but we can either sit here and worry about what if, or we can just do it and figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's a big thing. And you know what, the exact issue that I've been having, and it's like a revelation that's happened over the course of just us talking, but the issue that I've been having about like adulting and stuff like this, and me and you talked about this before, the part about adulting and getting stuck in a rut and all that, I think is directly because of, and this is on my end because it's been me, is because the lack of how consistent I was with this podcast. Because we talked about it. The podcast is very therapeutic because you just talk. Yes. You let it out, and if you build up an audience, that's great. But if not, you just talk. Yeah. And if for nothing else, you're documenting it yourself, and you can kind of. I mean, we can the Break Time YouTube channel and whatever. It can be whatever the hell we want it to be. Yeah. You know, we could make it a break time network, and we could have multiple podcasts going, and we could do news blitz similar to like Philip DeFranco or something. Yeah, yeah. But we could. There's so many things that we could be doing with this, and it's, you know, you get inspired when you talk about it, or you just do it. Like right now, we're just doing it. Yeah. And then when you're not doing it, you lose that. You know, I think that was my issue, that I wasn't committing to this enough, and this was kind of like your escape where You sit back, you vent, you talk about it. Because like if I wouldn't have come here tonight, we wouldn't have talked about like how girls do the thing where they vent, but guys see it as complaining.
Yeah.
I would have never talked to anyone else about that.
Exactly.
And I would have just had that bottled in there, and I would have kept arguing with Serena.
Exactly.
When she does it, but because I talked about it, because I let it out, and you're like, yeah, because of this, I'm like, oh, I'm on common ground. This is a thing. Maybe next time I'll think about that.
Yeah.
When I'm arguing with Serena, or I'm about to go like, why you complaining?
Do you find that
it's going to take some time?
What?
To realign?
To realign?
Because when you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Okay. Did you know that the word isn't Drake and Josh?
What?
It's going to take some time.
Oh.
Did you know that he's not saying realize, it's realign?
Realign. Nice.
Yeah, it's
now this song makes even less sense. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, because like we were talking about the other day, like Drake Bell also wrote the iCarly song, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And it makes no sense. Makes no sense. But
hey, dude,
what's
they
up?
Fucking reunited. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I did. I watched. I watched Josh's vlog where it happened. He's a little too much of a character for me.
Who is?
Josh.
Okay.
Watch the vlog where that happened in, and
I chose not to.
He's a little too much of a character for me.
He's a vlogger, huh?
Very much so a vlogger,
okay.
and not like a subtle vlogger, like
jump cuts.
I'll show you. No, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Well, we can't. No Wi-Fi.
I'll just bring it up on my phone before we head out. But shit, what was I saying? Oh, but no, I was watching some videos of Drake Bell playing that song live.
Yeah.
And people were singing along, and he goes, "Okay, guys." He stopped mid-song, and he goes, "If we're gonna sing along, you're gonna sing the right words. It's gonna take some time too." And everyone goes, "Realize," and he goes, "Nope." And somebody said, "Realign." And he goes, "Yes, it's realign." He goes, "It's going to take some time to realign." Why would it be realize? Realize doesn't rhyme with anything in the song. Realigned, I'm sure you'll find. See,
that's why he does that shit, because it rhymes. That's
exactly,
it.
But it makes no sense.
He tries to break it down to the audience like they're the dumbasses. Like, dude, come on, man.
But like, and in my head, I'm like, realize and find. They don't rhyme, but they fit.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And like he could have just changed it. Yeah.
I could have just went without knowing that information, dog.
Yeah. I didn't know until recently, because I was learning how to play it on guitar. So I was watching him play it live, so I could see what kind of chords he was using playing it live. And then on the video I watched, he like corrected everyone, and I went, "Oh, I never knew that." I was like, anyway, enough about stupid random Drake Bell shit.
Some good shit too.
But I guess we're just talking about how. You kind of have a release, and you think about things more.
Oh, yeah, what I was saying was...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Do you find that... That's why we got lost. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find that in the weeks or those gaps where we're not doing podcasts for a while, that you start fucking, like, turning into a psycho?
Oh, yeah.
Like, in your thoughts and shit?
Yeah,
like, just all bottled up, man.
Think about murdering the dog and making him into a cake.
I fucking murdered my dog, dude.
I made mine into a cake.
Did you really? That's that fucking tres leches you brought over that one day? Was that your fucking... That was your dog?
Tres leches. Like how you tried to make it real. Tres leches.
If that's the case, man, Scruffy was delicious.
Scruffy. What was that noise?
AC
you hear that
kicking
bang?
on.
Oh.
What bang?
I thought I heard like a... What?
It's getting spooky in this bitch.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
Who's in your attic?
a little movie we saw the past week.
Oh, you mean
a little movie
It?
called IT, baby.
You mean It?
Yeah.
It's called It. Why would it be called IT?
IT, man.
Just stupid. Okay. Yeah. So we're jumping off from that subject. So It came out. Eman, you saw it. Me and you saw it on the same night, different showings.
Yes.
Actually,
no spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No passing, guys.
I saw it with Serena and my family, and then we actually walked out. And we've done this for maybe the past 2-3 movies, maybe.
Yeah.
But we walk out, and Tyler, Robert, and Dakota were there.
Word?
We've done that the past 2-3 really big movies.
I thought you meant Girl Dakota. I thought you were really mad.
Oh no! Tyler, Guy Dakota, and Robert walked out, and but it was funny because we did that with like I said, another 2 movies recently, but we're always in the same exact theater as them, and we just never know until we walk out and we see them at the door.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so we were talking with them anyway. But what did you think of the movie?
I loved it, man. I loved it. I've never seen a movie where. So let me break it down. The recipe for a scary movie, right? The at least for the male psyche. It's like when there's mystery involved with the demon or the scary being itself.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the scariness is. To this day, Paranormal Activity, the first two were the scariest movies I've ever seen.
Because they didn't start explaining shit.
Because there's no explanation. You can't. There's no demon to size up. You can't say he's fucking scary, but damn, if you did that, I'd probably do that, and maybe I'd do that. There's no summing it up because it's mystery. So when a movie can maintain that mystery, that's when it's the scariest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
However, I've never seen a movie where 10 minutes in, the mystery is completely flattened, completely dismantled to where he's having a conversation with the fucking demon.
Oh yeah.
And it maintains that level of scary because you're seeing what's supposed to be the scary thing, and you're looking at it and you're saying, I can maybe take that, maybe if I had my homeboys, but I wouldn't even want to get near that fuking thing.
Yeah, and that was
and the way it speaks.
Exactly, that was my biggest thing, was that the clown Pennywise, they would do this thing where like it's not like other scary movies where like a good one is Insidious, where like they have the demon that they'll show sometimes, and you're like, oh shit.
That's when the movies are scariest, because you're like, what the fuck is that?
But they would like have long shots, like standing shots on Pennywise, and he would be doing things, or he'd be moving a certain way, or he'd be walking and talking. Yeah. And it's very rare the scary movie, like, because scary movies very much now rely on like jump scares or like quick cuts, like really quickly show you a scary face, you know. But this movie did a really good job of still, like in a still frame, showing you what was going on, or showing you Pennywise, and you kind of going like, that's creepy as shit.
Hell yes.
There was one scene, and I'm not going to spoil it completely, but there's remember when they're looking at the projector in the garage? Yeah. And they're scrolling through the pictures? Yeah. Remember that thing where it happens where the big thing happens? Where like it sits on him for a while? Yeah. Like, and you're just like for a while I was like the screen stayed on it, and I almost yelled like at the screen. Like it was almost like, go to the next scene. Yeah. Like, 'cause it just stayed on it, but it remained scary as shit.
And dude, that's how scary movies were like in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. There was no strong jump scares. It stayed on the monster or whatever the fuck for so long.
Yeah, and it was more unsettling than anything. Yeah. And you know what? I've been reading reviews. Unsettling. I've been reading reviews where some people were like, "Oh, it's not scary, it's just suspenseful." And I honestly think that maybe what people perceive as scary is diluted with like, oh, I didn't have a jump scare, or like, oh, I wasn't freaked out. There are I guess a few jump scares in the movie, but like the majority of scares are just imagery that is just like unsettling, and you're just like, holy shit.
Dude, the scariest, spoiler alert, the scariest scene to me in that movie, the most chilling scene, is the part where the black kid, he's walking, right? And then the burning hands come out of the door. You know what I'm talking about? The door opens, and it's sheep hanging, like they're being hanged. Yeah. But you can see the clown, like, hanging from the sheep. Yeah. And it's, like, moving in slow motion. And it's like, who the fuck thinks of that? Yeah. It was so unsettling.
That was the thing. And then remember, there's a one kid who has a very distinct fear of, like, getting sick.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember his thing, that because Pennywise essentially he takes the form of what these kids fear the most. Yeah. Well, the scene where
he breeds off of fear.
Yeah. The scene where he terrorizes that kid. Yeah. I was like, oh my god. Like I was like, I'm not scared of what he's scared of, but that's scary as shit. Like. Oh yeah. Like the dude.
What about the fat fuck? The fat kid.
The fat fuck. Wow.
I'm fucking with you. The fat kid being chased by.
Don't mention it too much, but. Yeah, that was scary. Like, I thought that was super scary,
and it just sat on the being for so long. Yeah, it was like, okay, you okay, God, yeah, okay, you could go to the next scene now. It was like, fuck, it's still scary.
Yeah, like I was like, dude, and the way it was moving. Okay.
We know the history. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting a little too into it. Yeah. But you loved it.
Loved it.
I loved it. I loved that they took the time. It wasn't like regular scary movies where they go, oh, here's 6 people and they all want to have sex with each other. Here comes the killer. Like, it was like, hey, here are the kids. We're going to spend like 30 minutes of the movie getting to know these kids, and then the movie kicks off. Yeah. Which isn't necessarily bad, because there's still a lot of stuff happening within that time, because you're learning the kids in between, like, the weaving of the scary stuff. But, like, there were parts of the movie where I felt like I was watching, like The Sandlot or Stand By Me or, like, The Outsiders, because it was very much just the friends hanging out, you know.
I'm trying to think. I've never seen a movie with such a talented group of kid actors.
Yeah.
It's hard finding one talented kid actor.
But a group of them.
A whole slew of them?
Yeah, it was really really good. And I've, you know, kind of getting away from the subject, but It finished. They're going to do chapter 2.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of worried about. Like, I don't think it's going to have the same magic as the first one.
Same.
Because chapter 2 is about when they're adults. And I feel like in this movie, a big thing was the fact that they were kids. Yeah, exactly. So but I also read Willie, my brother, he researches all the movie shit. He was letting me know that I guess they let out a report that they confirmed that It 2 was going to have a lot darker of a tone than the first one. And I feel like the first one had a dark tone, but what I really like is, like I said, there were scenes in the first one, or the one that, the one that we just saw, where, you felt like you were watching like an 80s or 90s friend movie.
Yeah.
Where they're hanging out, they're having a good time, they're riding their bikes around town, but then all of a sudden the scary shit happens, and you remember, you're like, oh wow, I'm watching a scary movie actually. And I thought they did that so seamlessly to where it wasn't distracting. It like for a while you're like, dude, I just want these kids to go on with their lives and live their, oh, there's the clown. Like you're like, oh shit, like that's still a thing. So
I think that the tone is going to be darkened in the way that there's no sort of just listening to a group of kids talk and the crazy shit they talk about, that alone is a comedic relief. So that alone, just hearing them conversate, lightens the tone. But now when they're adults and have adult problems, maybe a kid's sick, one of them's going through a divorce, one of them just got fired, there's no more comedic relief in just them existing anymore.
I guess, but you know what? Maybe it's good, because what I'm hoping is that maybe, like what you were saying, we're watching the movie right now and we're like, man, kids, because we remember being kids, we know how scary that is to a kid, and maybe we're in that little sweet spot where slowly we're becoming adults, so maybe as they're adults in the new movie, we'll be like, oh, I can kind of relate to that. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, but either way, I think it was,
what's some cool shit?
What?
I don't know if you know this yet, but in the first It movie, in this movie they said that the clown attacks every 27 years.
Yeah.
The first It movie was made
27 years ago. Yeah.
How cool is that?
I read
shit,
about
man?
that. That's super badass.
Do you think they made that movie It, the first one, in like the 80s or whenever the fuck they made it, and they said, okay guys, 27 years, I know you guys want to do a trailer next year or a sequel next year, but look, we're going to release it 27 years from now. Do you think they did that?
I don't know. Because it's not a continuation, it's a new movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's a remake of the old one.
Yeah, but is there any involvement with the old producers, old company, old studio?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, but I think it might just be a happy nod where they might have gone like, hey, let's make an It movie. Oh man, but we're going to get to the 27-year mark, so make it quick. Like, make it now.
Or they could have the idea in like 05 and just say, we'll release it in 2017.
Yeah, or they went like, hey, let's cash in. But you know what, I doubt, maybe it was just happy timing where like it was like they kind of went like, oh, let's do It in about 2 years so we can have it, because movies take a long time to make. They could have been like, hey, let's make It in 2016 and let it out 2017, let's do that, and they could have said that in 2014.
Yeah.
But but I feel that if a studio was going to cash in on it, they would have done it before. But I think it was just maybe one of those happy little things where it happened in close enough proximity where they went, hey, let's hold out to make it 27 years.
Yeah. Maybe.
But no, it's super great. I feel like it was a great return to form for scary movies. Like, other scary movies need to take notes. I feel like that,
fucking breath of
for
fresh
me,
air, dog.
Yeah, that was a perfect scary movie.
Yeah.
Eman, better, not as good, or comparable to Unfriended. I know it's like a completely different type of scary movie.
It's kind of like apples to oranges, but
yeah, but like which one do you think you would enjoy watching again more?
Scared me the most, but it was a better movie.
Yeah, that's like, it's just like, it felt like I was watching like Jumanji or something.
Hey, you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, go ahead.
Though it was a better movie, you have to ask yourself, was it good? Because I heard somebody say, like a film critic say on YouTube, the reason that comedy movies are failing now is because their job is to be funny. When you can't be funny as a comedy movie, you suck. If a drama movie can't be dramatic, you suck. If a scary movie can't be scary, it failed to do its job. It didn't really scare me as much as it kind of fucked me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfriended legitimately scared me to where I had to sleep with the TV on.
I wouldn't even want to sleep with the TV on.
Oh, I just need some ambient light.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So Unfriended scared me more, but it just freaked me the fuck out.
More of a psychological thing.
Exactly.
But you know what? I feel that if it is a scary movie's job to scare you, and scaring doesn't mean like jumping. Scaring can mean like screwing up in the head,
Yeah.
making you have nightmares, putting that little thought in your head, making you go like, oh God, you know, like, and I think it did that because even in let me put it this way, the beginning scene of it when Georgie is looking for his boat in the sewers.
Yeah.
Remember the thing that happens right after that? Like they do a thing where I was like, I was not expecting that to be like that. Mm-hmm. Where, you know, but so I think from the beginning it unsettled you and it kind of frightened you, and I think it did its job even from the get-go. Not a lot of scary movies can do that, like get you immediately, you know what I mean? But
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Jesus. So we got some topics to cover.
Yeah, if we have time, I think we're already like at an hour.
Really? You want to check?
Yeah, let me check. I last time I checked, we were at 40. We are at 57.
Cool.
Okay, so let's. Well, I actually had an idea for this, but I don't know if you want to. We'll talk about it like after or something. But do you want to go over topics? Because I don't want the thing to run out of like memory or anything.
Oh, I kind of do, man. There's been a lot of shit going down. I hate when we kind of just act like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean,
I know people want to hear our opinion on shit sometimes.
Yeah, all 17 of them.
Yeah. So first,
why don't we go like to the more recent stuff?
Yeah. All right. What to even fucking talk on, man? Got hurricanes going down and shit.
Oh yeah, what was? Well, Eman, you had an interesting experience with the not Hurricane Irma. That's going on right now, and of course that's a disaster. People are getting evacuated. The city of Miami, right, was getting torn
Florida's
up.
Getting fucked up.
Yeah, and but
Jose's coming to join in on the fun pretty soon.
But backtrack to Hurricane Harvey, the one that kind of mainly impacted Texas a little more. Right. Eman, you had an interesting thing because your mom was lives in Houston.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, what was going on with her?
Dude, she so where she was in particular, she lives in a second-story apartment on relatively elevated land in her little subdivision of where she lives. So she's in golden real estate for a flood. She wasn't affected at all as far as the water goes. Okay. But like a few blocks away from her, just fucked up.
Really?
It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
And so she still had to go to work, right? But she went to work and she wasn't given clearance to leave because it got dangerous outside. So it was her and a few other coworkers, and they were given pajamas. They were given hospital beds to sleep in, and my mom stayed in the hospital for 4 days.
Jesus.
Yeah, and she's one of the lucky ones. People were staying in there for like 7 days. They couldn't leave. They literally couldn't leave. So people were like breaking down because they come to work thinking they're going to stay one shift, 8 hours. They end up staying like 8 days. You know what I mean? And they can't leave. And they're like, my kids are fucking with the babysitter still. Like, I have kids. I have a family. I have to get home, and I can't leave. I'm stuck in this bitch. And so my mom said she broke down crying because she couldn't take being in there for so long. And people were breaking down crying, and like it was just a really fucked up situation.
Yeah.
She's still there. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, it's not funny to laugh, but
yeah. So she was just telling me that she's doing good though. It's kind of drying up in Houston, I believe, but it's just fucked up, dude.
Because people still lost their houses.
People still lost their houses, man. And I was telling her like one of my favorite places on earth is Houston. I just love hanging out in Houston, man. And I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it's a really close proximity to New Orleans, Louisiana. And so when the Katrina happened, years back, even now, there's just a vibe in New Orleans that is no longer there anymore. The energy of the city is kind of just depressed a little bit, and it's never recovered after Katrina. There are people still living in FEMA homes in certain parts of New Orleans, in the outskirts and shit. And recently, Baton Rouge flooded about, like last year.
Yeah. That was, Eman. Eman had made this terrible joke where I guess they had some family that they were going to go visit in Baton Rouge. And
it was months after the flood. Things were kind of settling down, and we were going to the Battle of the Bands in New Orleans with some family.
And Eman was telling me about how he was texting his sister, and he said, hey sis, like I found the perfect outfit to wear.
It's like you gotta get fresh to go down to
yeah, got an outfit to wear when we go to Baton Rouge, and then he sent her a picture of a scuba suit. Right? Scuba suit.
So what you think? It's a fucking snorkel with goggles and flippers. But anyway, all jokes aside, when you go there now, it's just the vibe of the city is just not there anymore, man. Yeah. It's not there, and that's what's happening to Houston.
Yeah, it
takes so long to recover from a flood in particular. It's just kind of upsetting, man. Because I had plans to move to Houston eventually. My mom's in Houston, and I just like taking out there. It was my escapism. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck, man. Now I'm just stuck in bitch ass San Antonio with you.
Yeah, no, it was really. It was crazy to see the amount of people that wanted to, because even me and you, just people who wanted to jump up and help out, and which is really great, and it was really awesome and inspiring to see different people from all walks of life here in Texas wanting to, help and extend, and it was just something that was super neat and really eye opening, and because with all the stuff going on in the world and all the hatred and the defaming and destruction of, or taking down or relocating, however you want to say it, of statues, and with all the movements and all this other shit. It was really cool to see people coming together and stuff. And it was really interesting. I had volunteered at one of the Red Cross shelters here in town.
You did, yeah.
And it was the
Red Cross, right?
Yeah, it was the Saturday of the storm, the biggest night of the storm. Obviously, it didn't really hit San Antonio, but people were still coming in from there. And I was with a group of people that were we were at one of the smaller shelters. Yeah. So there were a few people staying there, and we were giving out clothes and food and all that. It was really awesome, and it was a really great experience. But it was neat to see the different people that were there. Like, there were people that had, like, like that was me. I was there. I'm just like a sales rep. There were other people that were there that were former military, and there were other people there that were just like, I had nothing else to do, so I wanted to come help. Yeah. And then there was like one dude who was like a finance director of something, and he made like big money, and he was just there, just helping. And it was really neat to see the National Guard was there as well. Yeah. But it was really cool, really close knit. I vlogged some of it, actually.
I want to see that, man.
Yeah, I can show you some of it. I did it. I kind of did it on the sly, because I don't think I was supposed to. But I did a little bit of it. The majority of stuff I recorded was like outside of the building, or where I'm not showing anything. But I never put it out or anything. I never edited it together, because after I did it, I saw a lot of people on Facebook that were like, oh, get in my boat to go down to save people in Houston, or look at me heading down to Port A to help people with their homes and all that. And I'm just like, just do it. Like, like, I didn't announce when I was gonna go volunteer at the Red Cross. I think I just told you, because me and you were talking about it, and then I told people with Champion San Antonio, because I said, hey, I'm going to do this, here's the link for y'all to do it if you want to help out. But like, I never went like, oh, here's a selfie of me helping, you know what I mean? And I felt like to me it was really annoying. Like, I get people want to help, that's great, just help, everyone needs to help. But to me it was a little annoying, and maybe a little selfish and self-centered of some people, to be like, oh, look, natural disaster, here's a picture of me helping pick up someone's home, and there are people in the background that are upset because they lost their home. You know what I mean?
Which ties into that one topic.
Okay, yeah.
The news anchor who was cussed out, actually.
Yeah, and I can recap that, because I was obsessed with that story when it happened.
Yeah, man.
So there was a woman in Houston, and the news anchor, was it with CNN?
I don't know who it was. I think the Weather Channel was from the local channel in Houston.
One of the channels where they were interviewing people about the hurricane. They went up to this woman. I guess she had her kids with her as well, and they said like, oh, how is it with the storm, or how are you dealing with it? And the woman said something to the effect of like, oh yeah, it's really effing hard, it's really, and she's saying it on TV, they're not bleeping it, right? And she's just throwing the F-bomb everywhere, and like, yeah, it's hard, and y'all just, it's not a good idea for y'all to be having cameras here and sticking a microphone in my face when people are going through the worst time of their life. Yeah. And the news anchor went, I'm sorry, and then put the microphone back in her face to hear her response, and the woman said, yeah, and you're still doing it, and it's ridiculous. And the woman said, and the news anchor again said sorry, and then put the microphone back in her face. And she went, the microphone's still in my effing face. And then, like, so that woman was like, it was funny because it was just one of those things where, unfortunately, the news anchor was reflex doing her job.
Exactly.
She was doing her job. That's what she's there for. And this woman she happened to talk to the wrong woman at the wrong, but the woman here's my thing. Some people are like, oh man, that news anchor is terrible. The news is terrible. No, it's the news's job to report and get real people in the thick of it, figuring out what they think so they can tell other people.
And then on the other side, you have people saying, damn, that woman's terrible. She's just doing a job. But you gotta remember, you're watching a woman in the poorest situation, in the lowest low of her life. Yeah, some shit just happened to her. She's in the most emotional state she's ever been in.
You kind of have to be selective.
You gotta see both sides.
Yeah, you at one point have to go like, hey, the news anchor was doing her job, and that's what she's supposed to be doing. At the same time, you have to go, that woman she's dealing with a lot. She probably just lost everything except the clothes that they're wearing.
Because I can't sit here in my air-conditioned house in my cozy-ass room with this nice-ass setup and pass any kind of judgment on either of those two women in the situation.
Yeah, and there was another thing, because, obviously we had the gas shortage. There was a gas shortage, quote-unquote, in San Antonio. But really what happened is there was a slight delay on gas. Yeah. So some gas stations were running out of gas while they were waiting for the shipments to come in, because we lost access to refineries because of Houston and the coast and shit. Yeah. And so we lost access to refineries, and we were pulling oil from other places. But there was like a day where where gas was running late because a few gas stations ran out. Well, a few gas stations ran out, and everybody went, the gas stations are all out of gas. Fucking so then idiots. Everybody ran to the gas station, and for maybe a week, we were having a shortage on gas. Like, there were people who were like, I saw people on Facebook who were like, yeah, setting my alarm for 3 a.m. so I can get up to go get some damn gas. Like, because you couldn't get gas. And I remember one morning I was working, and we had an event, and a bunch of shit was happening that morning, and I drove around for an hour looking for gas. And I got that gas where I'm like past the E's. Like, I had to fill up the car. And I was like, shit. But
did you notice the trend?
What's up?
So, it's like, this is fucked up, but people were getting really mad at Mexicans.
Why?
Because every time you would see, like, I'm not condoning it, but every time you would see a video of somebody gassing up, it would always be like a Mexican with a fucking big truck filling up like 3 barrels of gas.
Oh, they weren't filling up barrels. They were filling up.
But just taking more than what's needed when you're in a shortage.
But they were also exactly. They were doing that, and some people were like hoarding it, and even like the mayor and the governor were like, "Don't do that. Like, stop that." Yeah. And there were other people that, and it's apparently illegal. There were other people who were just taking like trash cans, like, and just filling them up with gas.
Yeah, man.
One, that's illegal. You can't do that. It has to be enclosed and all that shit.
That's illegal. Can't do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. There's a bunch of other shit where like it has to be a closed container. You can't just take it if it's open and all that. Right, the other thing is that gas is going to it's going to eat through that trash can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, eventually it is going to eat through that trash can.
Idiot. So somewhere right now, somebody is chilling with like a foot or an inch of gas in their garage from where the trash can just decomposed.
They're sitting out, some redneck sitting outside drinking his water, otherwise known as Bud Light, and he's like,
formerly known as Bud
Light. he's like, yeah, me and Topher filled up them 2 trash cans, and those trash cans just collapsed. And he's like, well, shit.
Jesus Christ. But
that fell apart faster than my sister when she found out that my mom was mother's sister.
Jesus Christ. But no, man, it's like, it's so funny how people, it's fucking mass hysteria. So people, like I was saying, people were mad at Mexicans. People were like blaming the Mexicans for this shit. And I was saying, I would tell people, like, it's not fucking Mexicans. Mexicans are humans. Humans are susceptible to mass hysteria. We live in a population where it's mainly Mexicans. Yeah. So you only see mainly Mexicans doing it because that's the population we live in. Yeah. But people are all susceptible to mass hysteria. I could pull up a clip right now where motherfuckers thought that there's a leprechaun living in the tree. Have you seen that shit?
No.
Oh my god. To this day, the funniest video. I wish.
Bring it up.
I fucking wish, dude. Gotta look at that sexy man for a little bit. To this day, the funniest video I've seen on the fucking internet. It's hilarious.
I don't know why, but you said the funniest video I've ever seen on the internet, and I thought real quick, and the first one that came to mind was Jesus. Oh, God, go firework, Jesus.
It's like black folks do some goofy shit, right? Yeah. But it's so, like, humans are just really susceptible to mass hysteria. You know what I'm saying? And that's why anybody should be fucking. It's fucking hilarious, dude. So pretty much, I'm gonna break it down for you. Pretty much, they're in some buttfuck Tennessee place, middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And they're doing a report. And it's two news anchors, and they're sitting in the studio, and they're like, now to the neighborhood of yada yada yada, where locals believe that a leprechaun is living in a tree guarding what appears to be gold, and it cuts to fucking 1993 LA Rodney King riots, but in this little ass town, right? And it's just like black folks just going crazy, and motherfuckers are like, they're doing interviews, and they're interviewing this tall guy, right, black guy, and he has his grill in his mouth and his hat's capped backwards, baggy ass t-shirt on. Then he's around a sea of hoochie mamas, right? And he's like, look, man, I ain't fucking around with y'all. Look, everybody seen Leprechaun say yeah, and everybody goes yeah.
I feel like I've seen that video.
That's an iconic clip.
That video.
That's an iconic clip. And he looks at the camera and does his smug smile like, see, I told you, that's my evidence. And so, and then there's like, but
I
locals,
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the video because they were all just so happy to be on TV.
Exactly. And then
I remember that because it was like people believed that everyone was just going with it and making bullshit up. So
yeah.
On TV.
Yes, dude, yes. And then they were like, some of the locals, with a lack of response from the law enforcement, have began taking matters into their own hands. And it shows this guy. He's like probably a middle-aged man. Have you seen the video "Conservative Black Guys" by Key and Peele, the skit?
No.
We are not a monolith.
Oh yeah.
Take that guy. This motherfucker's in a bulletproof vest.
We're not a monolith.
Yes. Bulletproof vest. He has like shooting goggles on, and he has his whistle, and he's standing in the middle of a crowded street directing traffic, and he's yelling out, "Stay calm, people. It's gonna be all right. Just keep moving this way." And they're interviewing him, right? And he's saying some shit. He's like, "I want everybody to stay calm. Realize that things like this happen, and we have it under control." And he goes off on this tangent, and he's like, "This here,
own natural disaster."
Yes. He's like, "This here is a leprechaun flute. My ancestors used this to fight off leprechauns many years ago, and I'm happy to be using it." Dude, it's fucking insane.
I gotta watch this.
It's hilarious, bro. I think it's
feel
the
like
funniest clip on the internet.
I gotta watch it again.
It is hilarious.
Oh god.
But mass hysteria is a motherfucker, man. Mass hysteria is a motherfucker, and everybody's susceptible, man. I don't care what race. And if you notice, like, if you ask anybody how they felt about the gas crisis, they're all gonna say, "Fucking idiots." Like, why do everybody believe that? But every time you ask people that, they're all saying the same thing. People are so stupid. But who were they talking about? Because I have not spoke to one person who doesn't think that the whole situation was just fucking stupid to begin with.
The gas situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, it was hard because like a few people started. It was like this weird domino effect because a few people were like, "Hey, there's no gas."
Yeah.
So there's no gas. So go fill up because there's no gas.
Yeah.
And then people started doing that, which there was already not a shortage, but there was a delay. So then by the time the other gas got there, everyone was waiting to take it.
Yeah.
And then they took it, and then it was then made it kind of a shortage.
And then it became a situation where people were not, flocking to gas because they were running out and it's in scarcity. They were flocking to gas because
they're like, I have to get gas.
Get gas to go to work now.
Yeah, they're like, well, no, they're like, I have to get gas to go to work now, and I have to fill up all of my cars because these idiots are gonna take all the gas again.
And then the person behind them is going, look at this fucking idiot filling up all those cars. Save some for the rest of us. And then the person behind that guy is like, look at this fucking idiot driving a truck. What's he doing? And it's a domino effect where everyone's calling, like, no one's the bad guy.
Yeah, it is. Well, no, it was the bad guy, but it became there's a gas shortage. People filled up. Then other people filled up because other people were filling up and taking all the gas. Mm-hmm. And then people were like, well, now I have to fill up because there's not going to be any gas because all the dumbasses are taking all the gas. But then everyone started doing that, and then it just became a thing where we were running out of as because everyone was afraid that we were going to run out of gas.
Exactly. You know what the fuck
happened? So
then
we created our own shortage.
You know what happened, bro?
What's up?
So when the shit was first announced, thanks Kens 5, they started the shit. When Kens 5 released to the press that, there was a slight gas shortage, you didn't see. That's when you first started seeing the pictures of people filling up giant vats of gas along with their big ass diesel truck and shit, just taking way too much gas. But after that, those hoarders, those idiots who responded to the news and flocked to the gas station immediately, they got their gas. They were done. motherfuckers still probably got excess now. So now you have people like us who need the gas, but because those fucking idiots were the first to flock to it, they depleted some gas stations, so people had to travel, and they're just chilling now, and like leaving the smart ones, who might not be the smart ones, to fend for themselves.
Well, they left the smart ones all thinking, oh, all the idiots are taking the gas.
Yeah.
So we all had to fill up. But then what really happened was everyone was at the gas station and they were like, oh man, some of these people are the idiots who are filling up because they think there's a shortage. When in reality, everyone was thinking that.
Exactly.
Because they're like, man, we're at a shortage because all these idiots around me.
Idiots were just sitting in their garage with all their mountain of fucking gas with Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah, there was
popcorn.
There was a picture I saw of this dude who had an industrial gas thing in the back of his truck carrying it, and he filled it up with gas. Like, but it was made for it. I don't know why he had it, but he had it. And in his mind, he's like, haha, I knew I would need this one day.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
You have that guy. That's them doomsday.
Yeah, there was a few rednecks who were like, ha! My aluminum fallout shelter's coming in handy now, ain't it, assholes?
Shit, man.
So, but
craziness. We probably gotta wrap it up here.
Yeah, we do have to wrap it up.
Craziness.
But yeah, but guys, thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Break Time. Eman, is there anything you want to say before we end out this episode of Break Time?
Yeah, man, just stay safe, people. All right. Hopefully, we're gonna,
No, we are every.
Hey, man.
Every Tuesday we're recording.
Easy, all right. See,
every Tuesday.
You're biting off more than
no.
man.
Every Tuesday.
I gotta see action first. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, the action's gonna happen on Tuesday.
Okay, guys, you heard it from the source himself.
Every
right?
Tuesday we're recording, and what are we letting them out? Thursday, Friday?
We'll just say before the weekend they'll be let out.
How about Thursday?
Thursday they'll be let out.
Okay, how about Friday? I'm
before Saturday.
If you can get me that photo by tomorrow, it'll be out Thursday.
Okay.
So if your Wi-Fi is on tomorrow, so you can give me that photo.
Gotcha.
It'll be out Thursday.
Is it gonna be the thumbnail?
Could be.
I don't know how I feel about all that, dog.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be the thumbnail now. No, you don't get to decide. It's the thumbnail.
I do get to decide. I can't see. I just don't see the picture.
No. I'll get it. I'll crop it from this.
I know.
It's right there.
It's the most pixelated. But yeah, man. Love you guys. Peace.
All right. Oh, never mind. You didn't say it. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Break Time, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.